wealthy, and bustling with new businesses. That star's been dying for a while. Crime's on the rise, and with war brewing and the government tightening their grip, it's no surprise we're restless. Police might be keeping people safe, but...
Young Gumbler found dead outside a speakeasy.
With a prohibition, lawbreakers, criminals, and your everyday civilians are all forced into the same watering holes. Usually, it'd be my job to bust this place. But, maybe we can help one another. This place is more useful open. Especially when I have someone a lot more dangerous to catch than a few drunks. Ah, it looks like your first customers are arriving. Let's see if you can loosen their tongues. I'll be waiting, bartender. Don't let me down.
So, have we been deputized? Is that it? So it throws us in straight away. We are best served cold. Let's... Right, I'm just going to nudge the audio around a little bit. I don't know, we might have to make our own badge. Or employ a friendly kobold with some jewelry tools to make one for us, right? Okay. Let's see the basics of interrogating / mixing drinks, right? Now, presumably, like, all we're selling is gin. Because, like, if it's prohibition times, like, there's not going to be a lot of choices. Canadian whiskey and bathtub gin. You'll take a gin fizz, will you? Okay. It's Kaiser Soze. The twist will be it is me, the bartender, that did it. Case 0? The last drop. The hazy overhead lights in your speakeasy buzz to life as the bookshop above you closes for the day. Bookshop owner and your landlord, Vincent Fleurer, takes a seat at the bar and begins mumbling to himself. What a day! Sarin literature is providence bound in leather, but to my customers, my books may as well be doorsteps. Everything all right? Clearly not. If I ordered a cart of fools and received just one of my customers, I'd have gotten my money's worth. All you know is it requires all the core skills a bartender needs. Ah, okay. Like, I'm pretty bad at mixing drinks, though. So, maybe above my pay grade. Right. Also, let's actually go through. Okay, so, number of days past to deadline. Okay, so it's not this 1st of the 16th, or I guess this would be American one, to be 16th of January. No, it's actually day 1 of 16. Monday. We have a notebook with details. We can see their favourites and such. Lover of literature and the owner of Libraria. The bookshop on the QV Boulevard that is located above your speakeasy. Quick save, quick load, tutorial stuff. Okay, this is our indicator of how they are. They're in a bad mood. Okay, intoxication indicates how intoxicated the customer is. Full on bottle is inebriated. So I presume we want to get them into tipsy drunk territory, and then affection indicates how well liked you are by the customers. I'm guessing that affects my tips. Profiles, don't know what that is. We haven't got to the drinks yet. And okay, we have a log of all the dialogue. Okay, that could be useful. You go for a G&T, are you, Sky? But leave the tonic. Oh, okay. Personally, I'm not a big fan of gin. Like, I've had it, like, three times in my life. I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm not a fan of whiskey either. I'm okay with, like, bourbon, but I wouldn't class bourbon as whiskey. Whiskey it's got to come from Scotland or Ireland, right? Well, we both know why I'm here. I need a drink, so dazzle me. Right, how to make drinks. Preference. What would you like? This evening, a properly mixed Eastern Ruby should hit the spot. Some days your customers will be in a bad mood. This can be caused by serving them a ruined drink or choosing dialogue options that upset or anger them. When a customer is in a bad mood, it is shown on the bottom left. Yeah, we've already figured that bit out. Thankfully, serving a customer their favorite drink will lift their spirits and cure their bad mood. Right, time to grab the drink. Okay, like that. Customers will usually avoid discussing unpleasant topics when in a bad mood. You'll have to cure it before you can interrogate them. As you get to know your clients better, make sure you can learn their favorite drink is. You can always ask them what they like to get a hint. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. See if we can cheer you up. Aha, that's the spirit. Right. Vincent loves an Eastern Ruby. And we want to lift his spirits and cure his bad mood. So select Eastern Ruby. You have a good weekend as well. Are we off anywhere specific? Or is it just in around the house, normal jobs, and hopefully some chill time? To successfully mix a drink, you will need to add all the necessary ingredients to the shaker by passing them through the arrows. Okay, so we've got some pipe dream stuff going on here, it seems. You're hoping for the chill. I hope you achieve it. So, I guess it's indicating like 2 different bottles. And then ice in the right order as well. Okay. Once you start following the path, you will need to keep up the pace as the red arrow. Okay, so we have to time this as well. Make sure it doesn't catch up with you before you reach the end of the path, or the drink will be ruined. Am I supposed to be clicking? Oh. Wait. Am I... What? Second. Oh, okay. It's just quickly drag it. Like I was expecting there to be some like pipe dreams type. Like there was a timer going off and we had to like click the buttons in an order or something like that. No, it's literally hold and drag. Well done. Vincent is no longer in a bad mood and he's even gained more affection towards you. It's not a lot though. The more customers a customer likes a certain drink you give them, the more affection towards you increases. Their favorite drink will reward the most affection. Customers will not appreciate being served a bad drink. If you fail to properly mix a cocktail, customers will be displeased. You'll lose all but one action. Okay. For the remainder of the conversation. Okay, so the conversation is based on action points, it seems. You know me too well. This is an absolute favorite. I was looking for a bartender to run this place. I hoped for someone as good as you. But didn't expect it. Especially with your background. This place could have been naught but cloudy moonshine and rough customers, yet you are already proving to be more than that. Supply lines for alcohol are fraught, so You'll have to adapt your drinks and menus to customers. A recent shipment of vodka from Russia came into my possession, and as such, some old classic cocktails are on the menu once more. It was a long and boring meeting, was it, JC? Oh no! Well, hopefully, hopefully you can settle down and enjoy whatever we're up to. Hey, we're mixing drinks. What's your... Pick your poison, JC. Fanta. Okay, right. Well, I'll see what's in the fridge. Lucky me, I suppose. Anything else I can do you for? Yes, I nearly forgot. A friendly warning, perhaps. My favorite gentleman's club is abuzz with chat about a crackdown on speakeasies. My companions have warned me that the local constabulary is looking to make an example of flagrant lawbreakers. I see. It's unlikely they would target my establishment. I have friends in the constabulary, but you should take precautions nonetheless. Try not to irritate anyone who might incriminate us. Don't compromise on drink quality. I'd imagine most speakeasies are brought down by dissatisfied customers with loose tongues. I'll watch myself, I guess. Good, you see, there's a reason I bring this up. Vincent reaches into his inner coat pocket and pulls out a folded newspaper. He spreads it on the bar top so that I can read the headline. Speakeasy guest found dead. Also, there's big opportunities at the mill. Scavengers beware. The early hours of the morning, a body of an as yet unidentified young woman was found in an alley off Bukovi Boulevard. Bukovi police has since released a statement confirming that the crime took place outside a speakeasy and that the proprietors, as well as several guests, have been detained for questioning. This murder is almost certainly the last in a string of crimes committed on and around the boulevard by the so-called Bukovi killer. Citizens are urged not to attend these illegal establishments for their own safety and to inform local law enforcement if they suspect any illegal activity is taking place. Don't get too bothered by all this tittle-tattle. I'm certain these murders are fabricated by puritanical bureaucrats on the city council. Fabricated? Really? I believe so. With prohibition in full force, and perhaps the politicians create a serial killer boogeyman to keep people out of speakeasies. Just like the old fairy tales about demons in the woods, the claws of Strigoi snatching the unwary and pulling them into the darkness. Takes a long sip of his drink and sets it down on the table, his fingers nervously rattling on the glass. A murder at a speakeasy doesn't mean visiting one is dangerous. I wonder if those who indulge in tabloid rumors can grasp that fact. I imagine the authorities will be paying close attention to the venues like ours. They think we offer safe haven to vagabonds and scoundrels, but all we want is to kindle the dying flames of conversation. Imagine their surprise when they see the depth and breadth of the fine gentlemen and ladies who will frequent our establishment. But heed my words, friend. Be on your guard. I will. We're in Bukovi Boulevard, so the locals are a mixed bag. Consider the customers carefully. My friends especially are people of culture and arts. There's no doubt in my mind that some shady characters will show up, but I'd imagine most will be harmless. I hope so anyway. A mix of high and low society makes for a good blend. Honey and lemon, wine and cheese, crackers, that sort of thing. Jokes aside, do be careful, bartender. I've invested a lot of money in this place, and while it's yours to use, I don't expect to be sweeping up eyeballs and teeth at the end of the night. You got it, boss. One more thing. We both know this is your last chance. I went out on a limb to give you this opportunity. and I've turned a blind eye to your past troubles. Make sure those troubles stay in the past. Keep your nose clean. I get it. If you follow my rules, you'll be under my protection, and I promise I'll keep you safe. One hand washes the other. I mean, apart from being like a nice guy running a bookstore, like, I don't know if he's going to have a lot of clout with the mob. Unless he is all mobbed up, and this is just his little... You know what? He's connected. That's what it's going to be. All right. Deal. Good. Thank you for the libations. I should return home. I hope business go... Wow, my voice is already going. Like, this is a talky one, and I'm already struggling. I hope business goes well tonight. See you, Vincent. Where's that damn cop? Every day we'll bring a different group of customers to your speakeasy. It's a big place, so look left and right to check for any customers seated in the edge of the room. You can click on a customer to call them over for a chat at the bar. Let's try it out with the mysterious woman at the back. Energetic girl. The woman takes a seat, looking exhausted. She squints at you, like she can't decide if you're a friend or a foe. Rough day? You have no idea. Although you're on your feet all day serving people with too much money, so maybe you have some idea. Rundown Heights is fully booked, so me and everyone else in the laundry service are run off our feet. There's nothing like changing hotel bed sheets during the Spice Traders Symposium, sorry. I wonder what a spider trader would be. Do you know how frustrating it is to have a fat, bald old man explain the logistics of his spice trading company and how it made him rich? He's doing that while you change his sweaty bed sheets? I can take a wild stab. Sometimes I push my face into the pillows and scream so loud I feel like I'm going to crack the walls, but then I stop and nothing has changed. Okay, not a fan of spiders then, I guess. Sounds like you need a drink. Yes, something that feels like being slapped in the face with a slice of lime. A slice of lime wrapped around a cricket hat. Trust your judgment. Okay, right. You lift a clean glass to the tray and place it on the table. Right. One drink coming up. I'm so excited. Right. There are several indicators to the right of each cocktail that provide more information about the drink in question, including whether your customer likes it or not. Well, we don't know. This is just unknown quantity right now. But we want it to have some punch, which I'm guessing is the percentage, right? So we want a reasonably high proof one. Question mark means you don't know how they feel about this cocktail, while a star means that it's their favorite. Customers will also have drinks they like, which is plus sign, ones they feel neutral about. This information gets updated every time you serve a customer a new drink. Serving light and favorite drinks will improve your relationship with a customer faster than a neutral one. That's smoothness. Okay, she wants something quite abrasive. I'm seeing a 1 and a 7% here. I think that this is what we're probably going to be going for, right? Which determines how long a customer is willing to stay and talk after being served. Oh, okay, right. In other words, how many actions you'll be able to take during the following dialogue. Every new topic you discuss will cost you one action. Once the action counter runs out, the customer will leave the bar, so don't forget to serve them a drink whenever you talk to them. Customers can be called back as long as you have actions remaining, but you can only be served once a day. Okay, we can get them liquored up. So we can hit them with something that has like low action points, as long as we keep pumping booze into them. But that's up to a kind of a tolerance, I'm imagining. Hey, welcome Ash, how are we? Just a quick peek. Hello, how are we? That's alcohol percentage. Shows how alcoholic drink is. The higher the proof, the more intoxicated the customer will get. Some questions will require a certain level of intoxication to loosen a customer's lips. But be careful. A customer that becomes inebriated will go home. Alcohol tolerance will vary from customer to customer. Did look like she had quite high tolerance, actually. Okay, so advising a copper bullet. Because it has lime in it, I guess. Now you know the power the bartender holds. The better your drinks fits the customer's taste, the more affection you receive. You also affect a customer's mood, as well as how talkative they will be after you've served them. I'm not too bad. We get to play some games. I get to drink some coffee. I get to roll some dice this evening, as I've got my regular Friday game. All is good in the hood. Or in the speakeasy, as we are here. Now let's get her a drink, shall we? Oh, I think he's advising this one. Alright. Okay. Slice of couple of slices of lime, some mint, and whatever the booze is. Oh, and ice. Served in a copper mug as well. Like I said, she's got reasonably high tolerance. We're into, what was it, tipsy? Yeah, tipsy stage. Oh damn, that's perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. After a long shift, my brain is buzzing, so I can't just go home with all this fuzz in my head. When Prohibition closed the bars and clubs, everything else got more expensive. No opera ticket costs a month's rent, with everything being so busy. Why so busy? It's that spice convention, isn't it? Well, there's the Spice Merchant Symposium, but there's some big show going on as well. Everyone's wearing their fanciest threads, the women in their sparkly dresses, their heeled shoes. Looks like torture to me. Not a big fan of the clothes. At the hotel, I only see the clothes lying on the floor, stained with peppercorn sauce, coffee, nicotine, and worse. At least the folks going to the shows are clean. I guess I clean up fewer wine stains now, but maybe the prohibition isn't all bad. She downs her drink, wiping her mouth for any spills. Whoa! Better? She closes her eyes and lets out a long, comfortable sigh. Yeah, I'm good. That really hits the spot. It's watering holes are new, right? That weird old guy put me onto this place. Oh, is this the name of the bar underneath the nightcap? Yeah, we just opened up. Nightcap, huh? Funny name. Oh, I'm Clara, by the way. Mind if I just call you bartender? You don't seem too prissy about the type of customers you get here. Yeah, it also means we get to infer... Okay, we need a name for ourselves. Like, the customers are never going to mention our name, but I feel like we do need a name. I mean, as a nameless protagonist, maybe just call me Gordon. We're just the mute protagonist here. So we do. Bartender San? Possibly. No, what? I've got one. Mick. We Mick drink. There's something there. There's mixed drinks. Like, maybe we can rename the bar to Mix Mixed drinks? No. I'll work on it. We'll workshop it. Rundown Heights has 3 hotel bars, but I didn't fit in any of them. Even when they served booze, the staff bar was always all drunken bellhops. The mid bar was full of posers, and the Spire bar would charge me a fortune for just looking at the drinks menu. This place feels a bit more varied in its clientele. I mean, you're literally the only customer here at the moment. I'm not sure how varied that is. You got all sorts in here. Yeah, we've got chairs, we've got tables, all sorts. Sam does work. Yep. Maybe we also do a spot of piano playing. We can play it again. We're all equal when we walk through those doors. Her smile is warm and she nods a little. Like she just made up her mind about you. I can get on board with that. Good. Well, I should be heading back. I got Baritsu sparring classes and a shift tomorrow. And if I don't get any good sleep, both of those are going to be beating the stuffing out of me. You take care now. Now that everyone has been spoken to, let's end the day by using the bell. Click on the bell on the counter to signal all customers. Time, gentlemen, please. Yes, she's narrowed it down. I am her next victim. All right, the cops have arrived. I've already clicked the bell. I guess we clicked the bell before we moved that along. Okay. Awkward gentleman. A new customer takes a seat at the bar. He takes a slow look around the room, and then He glances back to at the entrance a few times, like he expects someone to sneak in after him. The man doesn't hesitate to tap the bar, demanding your attention. You're already giving him. What can I get you? How does this place work? Just like a regular bar, no butlers or whatever? I just want a drink. Anything in particular? I don't care, you choose. Okay, now it's repeating dialogue. Okay, right. Lift a clean glass, right. Ready to serve? Thank you. Okay, right, well, he's clearly a pig, right? We fix him like a Shirley Temple. Mint Punch, Pirate's Joy, Night Count, Evening Prayer, Femme Fatale, Poison Drop, Cold Winter, Wake Up Call, Copper Bullet. I mean, something with coffee for the cop, right? Reasonably smooth, not too heavy on the booze. I'm going to go with a Wake Up Call. Like, I've got to presume coffee is going to be his thing. Either that, it's just going to be a Night Count. Which one was the Night Count? Ice cubes, gin, vermouth, triple sec, and lemon slice. I mean, that's not smooth at all. It's going to get him pissed, and he's going to be walking very quickly. Also, really, as a cop, his alcohol tolerance is relatively low. Where's my hard drinking gumshoe? Like, we don't want to get him too liquored up. I'm going to go with the coffee one. Okay. Right, we start here and go all the way around. In a good mood. Can we see his profile? Is that actually the ideal one for him? Oh no, it's indicating which ones we've served people. Wake Up Call is just one of the drinks, it looks like. Actually, no. Copper Bullets, but there's no dots there. Eastern Ruby. Okay, maybe they have two they like? Maybe this is indicating there's like 3 drinks we could have served him. Ah, perfect. Well, as perfect as a crime can be. You probably guess that I'm here for more than a drink. We have business. Business? He sets down at today's newspaper, but rather than turning it, as Vincent did yesterday, he instead lets the heavy pages land with a thud. The victim identified. Young gambler murdered outside Speakeasy. Can actually read all the text. We can. Actually, they've gone into detail. Actually, like, some games like this, they will just have, like, lines, and it's just be gibberish or something like that. But no, let's see if we can actually order. In a statement to the press this morning, Bucify police finally released the name of the latest victim of the string of murders, the so-called Bucify killer. The body of 24-year-old Natalia Reed, a native Saran and lifetime resident of Bucify. It was found yesterday in an unnamed alley off Bucify Boulevard at 6 in the morning by a local resident heading out for work. Police have since confirmed that the crime took place outside the speakeasy known as The Last Drop, which the victim, a junior accountant, was known to frequent in her off time to drink and gamble. The illegal business has since been shut down, resulting in several arrests. Police Commissioner Aldea urges the public to be careful and come forward with any information that may aid the police in their ongoing investigation, as the proprietor remains at large. Natalia Reed's family has decided to decline to comment. Her employer, Mark Weaver, says only that he assumed she was just late again. Also, Henry Lyon invests in new South Side residential blocks. Is he going to come in? I mean, he's got a portrait, so I'm guessing he's going to be spending time at the bar. Latest victim statement of press. Finally released the name. Okay, so no, literally what we just read is gonna read it all out. Natalia Reed, Saran, confirmed took place out Last Drop. Several arrests. Yeah. Decline. Mark Weaver. She is now the late Ms. Reed. Yes, exactly. Badumts. Also, one, like, he really is a lightweight. We've already got him drunk, apparently. God, cops these days, they no tolerance. You encountered anyone acting strangely at this establishment? Just be neutral. Not really. I doubt that. Really? That's a lot of unusual behavior around here right now. Did you read the news yesterday? Speakeasy guest found dead? Since you just served me alcohol, that would make this place... I was just making a drink for a new friend. I've not asked for money. Obstinate. You have a chance to show me how cooperative you can be. You're letting the chance slip. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a police badge. His name reads Constable Hugo Mertens. Waits a moment to make sure you understand the gravity of the situation. Investigating a series of murders that took place outside established speakeasies. You aim to shut us down? Speakeasies are, at the moment, one of the only leads I have. I may never say this again, but your business needs to stay open. Killer is using locations like yours, so one of your patrons could be a killer. A killer? There are a lot of speakeasies, but this killer is mobile. There's a good chance they've been here, and there's a good chance you've served them. For time, your establishment has protection from me and the rest of the constabulary. This place is no longer a bar. It's a hunting ground where I will catch a killer with your help. We're a killer-friendly speakeasy, very much so. So over the bar and everything. Branding. We've got a clue. Your first assignment is to interview these drunkards and find out if any of them frequented that speakeasy where we found Natalia Reed. Do that, and I might just extend your time a bit longer so you can figure out who's behind all of this. Right, well, he's trying to intimidate us, so, like, I mean, I don't think the snark is going to work with him, so sure. Shakes his head softly, then pulls the badge from the table and places it back inside his pocket. I did my homework. I know who you are. Just think of it this way. As a reformed citizen, you should be more than happy to help out. I understand. Oh, there we go. We got a ping and the little thing went up. You might not be too fond of constabulary, but you have to be realistic. Right now, we want the same thing. Fine. Good. Any questions? Any leads? Give me a solid lead on the people in the establishment who were present at the speakeasy where Natalia Reed was found. As a former criminal, I'm sure you know the ways of making people talk. There's no doubt in my mind your less savory connections might know more. Once you prove you're capable of collecting this information, I'll accept. I'm not wasting my time. From there, I can divulge a bit more about the case. I'll see what I can do. Good. Any questions? I mean, I think that's just going to reiterate. Let's move on. You're part of this now. Time is short, and I expect something solid from you soon. Speaking with customers will provide you with clues about the current case. These clues can be reviewed in our notebook at any time. Using the magnifying glass show clue button lets you present a clue from your notebook to a customer you're currently talking to. And you ask them for more information or confront them with evidence. Presenting clues to customers is crucial in covering new evidence to solve your case. Helpful customers may be able to spot lies, provide new information, or provide an alibi. But be careful, showing a certain people confrontational evidence may just affect their mood. Right, can't do anything yet. But we do have one clue, don't we? The last drop is closed down. Yes, okay. This case is the highest priority, and you're on the clock. If you don't have the color in 2 weeks... Okay, that's why we've got 2 of 16, right? We're now on the clock of... We've got 14 days to solve this. This gets kicked up to the Confederated Force. And if that happens, my career is in tatters and your bar is finished. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. 2 weeks to prove we are not children playing detectives. 2 weeks to save our careers and our reputations. 2 weeks to make our streets safe. Save some lives while we're at it. No pressure then. Okay, Mr. Wagner. Is the scar supposed to imply he's a little on the rough side? Peter Wagner enters the bar. You recognize him by the scar on his cheek. It's been a while, and you don't quite know if you're ready to see him again. He takes a seat, looking you in the eye. You can't quite tell if he recognizes you. You hope he doesn't. Welcome to the nightcap. Creative location for a speakeasy. The filth are looking for old bars opening up again, not basements owned by bookworms. Make me a real drink so I can forget all the weak cat piss they served in the stacks. Memory serves, you mix a good cocktail, though usually a bit sweet for my tastes. Okay, cut down on the sugar, right. I mean, I don't think there's any need to keep the pretense then. You miss me then, Peter? Every day. Was crying myself to sleep on a pillow soaked through with tears. You feel the same, I imagine. Sure. He raises an eyebrow and shoves a few coins your way. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out. Also, I presume the drinks I used to be making was definitely prison wine. Was he used to drinking out of the toilet, or did I at least serve it in cups? Any flavor I can work in there that you like? Going all sweet on me now. Well, just a hint of coffee to go with my drink. Okay, well, we know that one, don't we? Let's see how... Okay. Leans his chin on the rest of the bar, and the lighting catches a long scar on his cheek. His eyes twinkle as he looks up at you. See if I can remember what you like. Let's see, indeed. Well, I mean, he hinted at coffee, right? Is anything else got coffee other than the wake-up call? Actually, a hint of. Cold winter is there. Coffee liqueur, cream, I mean... Espresso, that's maybe a little strong. Maybe just the coffee powder and the liqueur. Let's go for a cold winter. Also, it is a little bit stronger. He did require, like, something that wasn't cat's piss. Go with a cold winter. Okay, Is this our, like, White Russian? Has that kind of look to it, doesn't it? Also, that's just got him to tipsy, but it did move the needle. This career shift is starting to make sense. You have talent. Also got an update in our notebook on Wagner. Someone from my past, a former partner from my darker days. So you're a bartender now. Well, that's an odd one. But if you want to pull a curtain over your past, I'll go along with it. Peter is a criminal. More specifically, he's an enforcer for a feared crime lord, Carla. But as long as you don't owe money, insult him, or spill his drink, you should be fine. Strange how that face with the frightening scar can light up a room when he smiles, though it doesn't happen often. How can someone be so dangerous, be so charming? Thanks. Your rival speakeasies ain't too appealing. I can see why you're getting busier. The other places either turn away anyone without a duchy, or they hose the blood off the dance floor each night. Last Drop was the only one I could appreciate, but it's got shut down a few days ago. It's a little blood to you. Are being accusatorial, or is that friendly banter? What passes as banter in this game? Let's go with, what is your job these days? My collar is blue and I work with my hands a lot. Some of the other fellows in my line of work have a bit too much fun for my tastes. Not a big fan of your colleagues then. Reckon my job ain't good or bad, it's neutral. Killer-friendly speakeasy is insane. You mean I've got to move that big neon sign from behind me? Then you're not appreciating it, Chino. You know what? Okay, I'll put a cloth over it. It's there in principle, but we're not advertising it as much. Cause and effect and all that. What I do is a natural result of the system we all live in. Deals people make. That's neutral. I take no responsibility for what happens to folk I collect from. They knew the deal they were getting into when they took the money. Even though I don't feel bad for them, that don't mean I want to go drinking with gorillas like me, who laugh about smashing open some indebted shopkeeper's skull. Takes a final long sip of his drink and sets the empty cup down on the table. You're not a complete monster. I'm just Peter. I play the part of without prejudice or pleasure. Like I said, cause and effect. And now, if you'll excuse me, this drink has had an effect on me, and I need to take care of that. Sure. Gonna go for a piss. Right, also, there's a person... A vicar? Okay, right. The debutante with her boobs hanging out, or the priest? Okay, I feel like we need to see what's going on with the priest, right? Gloomy priest. Miserable-looking man sits down at the bar with a big cloud follows him. Apparently he's in a good mood, though. This is him in a good mood. Once he has your attention, he peruses the drinks stacked behind you. What can I get you? I never understand all these names. Something strong, please. I'm doing something wrong. I might as well do it right. Anything besides strong? Not really, just strong. Okay, right. Well, the strongest thing is like 7%? And what does the goddess want to order? Just make me a drink quickly, with fewer jokes. Right. Well, yeah, like, the strongest thing on the tape, there is 7%, and then we're into 5s, right? I mean, that thing is called an evening prayer. Are we going to lean into this? Gin, vodka, white wine. I mean, there's nothing with red wine, right? I mean, this has one smoothness, so he's going to chat and then leave very quickly. Smoothness counter allows us a little more question. Actually, no, fuck it. Let's just get him all liquored up. There you go. The night count. All right. Absolutely fucking hammered. The world is spinning and my worries have been blurred as my vision. Also, like, yeah, what was it for him? 8+ is inebriated. We only gave him a 7, though. Admittedly, I guess a 5? Like, you know what? He must have been drinking before he got here. He had a little, he got warmed up. You know what? He was on the sacramental wine. Probably shouldn't mix the saying about, like, mixing the grape and the grain. Like, he's going to be throwing up outside. Exactly why I came here. That doesn't sound like a good thing. He shrugs and places the glass back against his lips and downs the rest. When the glass is empty, he wags his finger for you to refill it. How about we start with your name? Really don't know who I am. I'm Father Lacey, but you can call me John. I'm a priest at the church up the road. Oh, this is alcoholic, right? We are permitted. Besides, how could the goddess resent a priest drinking in this city? Is it that bad? You took confessions too? You wouldn't ask. Well, he's now in a bad mood, so he's not going to open up. And he's absolutely hammered. So we're not going to be able to liquor him up anymore, right? Do people confess? Everything you can imagine and more. I used to have faith in humanity. Here you go. Thank you. I'll be back soon. Godspeed, John. Downs the rest and stands up, tips his head, and takes his leave. Right. The Duchess. Extravagant lady. An obscenely glamorous woman wipes the stool clean before gingerly sitting on it. After a moment, she checks her lipstick in the pocket mirror before readjusting her coat. She leans forward to meet your gaze. Welcome. It's certainly cushy down here. To think this grand a place below a bookstore. How very Vincent. You know Vincent? Yes, he's the man who invited me. Probably mentioned I'd be showing up. He's quite the fan. Her nails tap rhythmically in some invisible music. Can't tell if she's just waiting for you to say something in particular. Vincent hasn't mentioned you by name. No, he must have. Carmine, Olivia? They're probably some kind of list I'm on. A VIP kind of affair. I'm an actress slash singer slash radio host. If you haven't heard of me, you've certainly heard my voice. My voice is silky and delicate like a silver bell. You don't mind listening to it even though it drips with audacity. I mean, she's in a good mood. It did say some people can spot a lie, though. Never mentioned you. Oh, that Olivia. Yes, Vincent mentioned you. See, we all need a little push to jog our memories sometimes. Perhaps you heard about the time I saved a performance of Dandies and Dames, the classic Grand. Maybe? Stagehand forgot to leave a prop gun on stage. I ended up singing bang bang noises to finish the performance. The audience loved it. The director went along with it. The show got middling reviews, but I was praised for my quick thinking and my coolness under pressure. Can I get you a drink then? Are you buying, darling? Put it on my tab. I'll be here often. I'll eagerly await your performance, bartender. Anything in particular? Something fruity. I love tropical fruits in particular. I eagerly await your performance. Right, what have we got? Slice of mango in it, right? Or something? Something fabulous. Thank you, darling. My throat is absolutely parched. I mean, I probably could do with a drink as well. Cheers. Right. Pineapple juice. Lemon slice. Yeah, lemon's not. I mean, that's got lemon juice. It's a Bloody Mary, right? I think it's our Pirate's Joy, isn't it? All right, let's go. Oh, that's a little trickier. It's a bit narrower. The little red arrow was catching up with us. Astonishing, flawless, incredible, divine. Absolutely brilliant use of everything. Inspirational, honestly. What a day. Oh, did I tell you about my radio career? She doesn't wait for an answer. Instead, she leans forward and curls her fingers to pull you close. Well, today I spend the majority of my time reading contracts. I'm starting my own show, you see. Something daring, something bold, something that'll knock the socks off, right off my listeners. I'm calling it Chamomile and Carmine. Classy, right? Absolutely. You're right. You're one of the first to hear about it, but well, I suppose I let my mouth run when I'm a little tipsy. So, more we'll find out soon. Picture me and my sultry voice, broadcast nationwide to the people of Zara. Even the poor folks who can't make it to my stage performances. I'm so excited. I guess congratulations are in order. Good things happen to people, you know. Sure. Olivia swirls the last bit of her drink and takes a long sip. She wipes her mouth with a tissue before setting the empty glass down beside your hand. Thank you for the drink. I will be back, though hopefully soon you won't wait too long to hear my voice. Kisses? With a slight stumble, she pushes herself up and winks at you, takes her leave. See you soon. Right, well, I guess that's last orders, folks. Can we pet the cat? At the end of each day, you'll return to your home office where you can review your clues on the clue board and try to make new deductions. Besides structuring your thoughts, the clue board it has another very important function. Some clues can be connected to form a new evidence. Spot contradictions or two pieces of evidence that tell you something about the same person on the event. Try combining them. You can combine two clues by connecting pins and red string. To place a clue you found on the board, simply click and drag them over from the clue list. And does it matter where exactly? Let's stick Peter right in the middle there. I guess this is getting connected up. Actually, I guess this would be at the top, right? Any point you can remove a clue. Related. Let's try linking them. Click one. Okay, yeah. Red string. Peter Street Smarts. Frequented the last drop at Speakeasy when Talia reads murder took place before it was shut down. He should be able to tell me who else went there to drink, if any of them are visiting the nightcap. You created a new combined clue. Combined clues are key to investigations. Building a solid case will hinge on making these connections. Asking your customers about these new clues will often lead to new insights as well. Not all clues can be combined, of course. But if you have ever stuck, try to see if there are any new deductions you can make. Alright, let's grab our coat and hat. So it's just the thing we saw already. Confirm. Day 3. Oh, lots of... Okay, right. Well, there's lots. Recognize anybody here? Well, look who's still open. World of dwindling light. You're a beacon in the night. Not planning on closing anytime soon. Let's just catch up. Right, like the old days. Right, now we can press this. Who's his street smarts? Send clue. Story about the broad that got iced at the Speakeasy? What about it? What do you think happened? You read the story. I'm sure the journalists did a great job. They always do. Go on. You know more. You're fishing for what? I got nothing for you. You and me both know how this show plays out. The papers spin their stories and the hoi polloi get all worked up, and ain't no one got the real facts except the ones who know to keep their mouths shut. The folk who say city council is fabricating the killings, they got their heads screwed on wrong. Ukvai officials can barely patch a hole in the road, far less stage a murder. I know a professional job when I see one, and this ain't professional. It was done by someone who has experience, someone who planned it out for real careful, who's done it before. I mean, you were there, right? Yeah? And? Plenty of folk went there, so don't go making any inferences. Know where the line is. No need to see what happens if you step over it. Who else did you see there? Hard to tell. It was a mixed crowd. Let me think. Alina Dragos, type of rich blonde who don't want nothing to do with me. Last year she made it big thanks to her daddy's winnings on the jackpot at the poker tournament. I mean, there might be a blonde here. Possibly. Elliot, the sour-faced alcoholic who popped in occasionally. If he was in school, I beat the snot out of him. Take his milk money. I still might.
Send this one to journey elsewhere.
You're heading off, are you?
For we have need of
You take
sterner
care,
stock.
and I guess we'll see you again soon. What was the last thing on the list? The last thing on the list was whatever Mel's going to pick. So we'll see. Killian Durand, rich kid with a baby face and soft hands. You taking roll call? This bartending gig doesn't work out. I suggest a job as an intrepid reporter. What else? What do you think of that, Scoops? Alright, I was just curious. When you don't feel like asking the customer any further questions, you can always press the leave button in the bottom right to exit the conversation, regardless of how many actions you have left. However, if you still have a question for Peter, you can simply continue your conversation. Right, well, let's check our notes. Lena Dragos, Elliot Lynn, Killian Durand. Right. Let's leave this conversation now. You're gonna go and take a seat? I'll be off then. Or is he just leaving? No, he is still here, right. Well, that's a blonde. Okay, right, so I think it's going to be those two and this one over here. Who did we have? We had Lena Dragos. Elliot Lynn, I think, was the one beat up for lunch money, and then Killian Durand was the rich kid. So let's deal with the loner first, shall we? Is in a bad mood. Okay. Moody-looking man sits down. He takes a deep breath and hunches over the bar, avoiding eye contact. Long day? Every day is the same length. Can I get a cocktail? Sure. As your hand moves to grip a glass, he holds his palms up, stopping you. Wait. Please make sure that it's a clean glass. All glasses are clean. I'm sure. But I've had bad experiences, smudges and such. One glass, no smudges. Good. I'll have that cocktail. I'm waiting. Any preferences? Nothing too fruity. I don't like seeds or pith in my mouth. Maybe something minty. Right, let's see what we've got. Let's make him a grasshopper, shall we? I mean, there's lemon slice. That's pithy, right? But that's got mint. Anything else with mint? Vodka, lime juice, lime slice, ginger. Okay, yeah. I think we go with this one. It's the only one with mint. Aside from that. And we haven't done one of these yet. So I presume it's going to have us mix all the drinks at least once before we start repeating ourselves. Yeah, definitely not seeing any other mint. And it is the mintiest one there. It's in the name of it. Alright. Let's go. Is in a good mood now. Oh, also has pretty high tolerance as well, it seems. That's a nice drink. Clean glass, crisp taste. Watch him down the rest. When the glass is empty, he wipes it carefully with his sleeve, making sure to clean the rim where his lips were. I mean, I guess this wasn't particularly potent. I think it was like a 2, right? Big drinker. There's not much else to do in Bukovi. To to be honest. I'm not usually out on days like these, but my date got cancelled. Are you open the whole weekend? People want drinks. We're here to serve. Good. That's when I usually need a drink. I'm Elliot. By the way, I live a few streets over. Nice to meet you, Elliot. Can I get you another? No, I should head home. Thanks a lot for the drink. I'll be back soon. Sure. Alright, well, I guess we'll deal with the blonde. What was it, Alina? I think it was the name. Young woman sits casually at the bar. Before she says a word, she looks at a list of drinks on the wall behind you, a tad confused. Good evening. Hello. What can I get you? I don't know what I'm feeling today. I want something strong, but I'm also craving something sweet. What can you do? I can try and help you make up your mind. That'd probably help. Okay, let's roll the dice. Surprise me. Strong and sweet. Right. Probably something nice. Okay. Strong and sweet. There is something that has sugar syrup in it. Like, that has sugar syrup. The ruby does? It's a 5? Poison drop is a 2-3. Actually, that's not a bad one. It's got the punch. Also, that would get us into tipsy, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that's immediately jumping out as sweet. I mean, the wake-up call, maybe. Let's go with the ruby. Definitely don't hate it, thanks. Have you been open long? Not really. Thought this place seemed new. Below a bookshop too. I used to come here to buy books when I was a kid, whenever my father gave me pocket money. Either way, consider me sold, I guess. How'd you afford somewhere like on the boulevard? Vincent owns the place. Right. Anyway, I'm Alina Dragos. I brought a few friends along. We are already a bit tipsy. If you haven't noticed already, she didn't have to tell you that. They reek of booze. Let's do flirtation, I guess. Yeah, we found a bottle in the basement and we were celebrating our friend's birthday. Anyway, I'm going to look for my friends. I hope they haven't wandered off. You take care. Alright, well, I guess the rich boy. Before he even sits down, you can tell this young man has an attitude. He frowns at the bar, his seat hit the drink selection, then you. You wish you weren't as good as handling men like him. You've had more experience than you wish for. He looks your way when he sits down, and you don't immediately give him attention. He taps the table twice. What can I get you? Surprise me. Maybe a hint? Well, I'm a big fan of rum, I think. You think? Watch him try to get comfortable in his seat. He looks over his shoulder at the 3 girls he came in with and regards you with an urgent look on his eye. You're the bartender, so tend the bar and serve me something. I don't drink too much, and my parents are into wines, not cocktails. I can handle that. Thank you. Alright, pour away. Oh my god, yeah, he is a lightweight. Something with sweet touch like rum. Okay. And we got a low proof rum drink. I mean, the mint punch is white rum. Yeah, it is. That is the lowest proof, isn't it? 2. Yeah, I mean, it's going to get him into tipsy regardless. I mean, getting him absolutely hammered, I mean, we could give him the the night count. I don't think that's going to really help any. There is stuff with wine. Yes, absolutely. We'll give them a lesson, won't we? Right, I guess we give him the mint punch. Oh, this looks fine indeed. I'm Killian. You might have met my parents at some point. The Durans? Might have. You might have met a doctor with that name, though it's fuzzy. Fine people, though, I suppose as private doctors, perhaps a bit out of your price range for healthcare. With that, he pays, turns around, and goes to sit back down at the table. Right, well, I guess we finish off talking to everybody, right? A young, well-dressed woman sits at the bar and waits. She doesn't seem the happiest, but as soon as you look at her, she puts on a smile, leans on the bar. What can I get for you? I don't really know, if I'm honest. Too many options. How about I choose? I'd appreciate that. I feel a bit out of my depth here. Something light, though. I have work in the morning. Looking forward to trying anything you make for me. I mean, she's another lightweight. Okay. Any flavors you're fond of? May sound odd, but tomato? I'm looking forward to... Okay, right. We're making you the Bloody Mary. Which was reasonably strong. I think it was like a 4 or 5. Oh, a 3. It's not too bad. Okay. I think it's the only thing with tomato juice, right? Red wine. Yeah, okay. Oh. Well, we screwed that up, didn't we? It got stuck. Don't think this is for me. I guess we are trying something experimental. Places like this are fascinating. I'm not used to it, all of this. You're as welcome as anyone. She tilts her head as if she's wondering whether to agree or not. Keep thinking the constabulary will arrest me at any moment. My friends were caught. They pay the fine, but I'd end up in jail. I understand. Yes, I think you do. I'm Maria Popa. By the way, I'm here with my friend Alina. Speaking of, I should probably go back there. I wouldn't want to miss out on another story from Wendy about her butler. It's getting fat in her swimming pool. It's too big. Grab the drinks. Okay, yeah. I barely put anything in that booze. I mean, I think she just left it on the side there, right? I wouldn't blame her. The striking redhead. A woman sits down at the bar. Her eyes are piercing, and she scans the room, then you, taking everything in. She's dressed up with a diamond earrings, a pearl necklace, and a coat that could be mink. What can I get you? This place is charming, as it is easy to find. When Alina mentioned a speakeasy on the boulevard, I can't say I expected this. Money has flooded into the beautified boulevard and washed away the dirt, but some of the character too. However, it seems to have flowed past this venue without impact. Can't tell if that's a compliment. As close to one as you'll likely get from me. I'm Wendy Brooker. Might have heard of my father. You haven't, but she says it with enough confidence that you feel like you should. Well, I don't think you need to ask around too much to know my reputation. Impeccable. If you stay on my good side, I'll even think of an endearing nickname for you. Want a drink? Don't make me beg. What does the lady like to drink? Something strong. Strong enough to make everyone look like a little more fabulous, but not too much. Don't make me beg. Right. Okay. Something middling booze-wise. So, I guess a 4? So makes everyone look fabulous. Yeah. I mean, we can land dead on 4, I guess. Let's go with wake up call again. An espresso martini. A twist, not bad, but too many of these and I'll get bored. I'll take this back to my table now, darling. Alright. There's nobody else, right? Nobody hiding in any corners? Nope. Right. Do we take another crack at serving them a drink? But I guess we do need a profile on her, right? We don't know her drinks, but other people... Actually, no. That's not under her favourites. Mint Punch worked for him. Not one of her favourites. Mint Punch worked for him. Pirate's Joy worked for her. Light the Night Count. Cold Winter worked for him. Wake Up Call. Copper Bullet. And Eastern Ruby. Okay. I'm going to at least try and get the Bloody Mary for her without it stalling. Good evening, Maria. We should chat, I guess. Pass the time. Not a big drinker. Not at all. And if I'm honest, I come here because Alina asked me along. Leaving her at the bar alone isn't something I'm comfortable with. You're a good friend. I think so too. Alina and I have been through a lot. I like knowing she's safe. If it means drinking? Oh, it's not so bad. Sometimes having a few drinks makes the book I'm reading even more exciting, though I often lose my place and have to read the same page over and over. Reading in a bar is kind of sad. You're welcome to read anything on the shelves here. Really? Thanks. Thank you. I wasn't sure if a speakeasy was for me, but a speakeasy with a library? It's really late. I'm going home. I'm gonna head home. I have something on tomorrow. Thanks for the drinks. Because obviously we screwed up the drink. We only had the one action point. Let's get rid of her friends. Right. She doesn't want another one of these. We meet again. Evening. What do you want to know, bartender?
I'm back, bitches!
Well, she didn't know Natalia Reed because she didn't go to the same bar. Also, you survived, did you? You're returned. That's a lot of expensive jewelry. Tell me about yourself, group. Let's go with... Tell me about your friends. I'm cordial with Alina Maria, and I know Killian. We met a while ago at a tango class, you know, in pre-prohibition times. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing hideously dull. They're not hideously dull or anything. I just feel they are slow to trust and reluctant to say anything. Genuine. You feel the same, or are you an open book? What you see is what you get with me. Like a cannoli. It's what's on the inside that counts. Notice you do a lot of watching. You pour drinks while keeping your eye on the customers. Sign of a good bartender, or someone who is fearful of their own clientele. I can't blame you, though. Imagine if one of us were police. Are you? She laughs, and for the first time it sounds genuine. You've amused her and she let the mask slip for a moment. Known plenty like her and learned to never let your guard down around them. No, I wish there was something as exciting as police informant among us. But alas, we are as we seem. Well, other than Maria, she's not rich at all. Dirt poor, in fact. But you can tell. If you look closely, you can tell. She purses her lips briefly, a smile flashing across her face. Not the friendliest thing to say. Friendly? What an odd concept. Lena pays for everything. Maria is a puppy in her purse. But we all do what we must. In her position, maybe I'd do the same. Poor girl's head must be spinning. Evenings in the casino, speakeasies and clubs with Alina, then back to her threadbare bedsheets each night in the stacks. What a contrast. It's cruel, really. You don't seem to like Maria. I don't like Alina much right now either. But again, they might grow on me. Maria and Alina have some quirks, which I like. Imperfections. They're both sharp as tacks, if you haven't heard. Speaking of sheets, what is that under the sheet on the right? I mean, I don't know. Like, it's either a very high back chair, it could be some torture device, or maybe a pinball machine. Who knows? Maria hides it under a shy facade, while Alina hides it under a layer of, well, blondness. Opinions is fluid. For example, I don't care for you, but perhaps the tide is slowly shifting. Same with the girls, Alina and Maria. They were just ease off on chess chat and address the sexual tension in the room instead. I might enjoy their company a great deal more. Right, we have 3 action points with her, so what about her? I love that idea. She opens her mouth in a mock surprise, then lets out a little delighted giggle. What's there to say? I grew up at Papa's old estate, the home heath in the country. Moved to Bukovi because I got bored. And I come to dive bars like this because I love the entertainment. Dive bar, I'd say you fit right in. Oh, are we sparring? That's adorable. You continue to meet my expectations. I'll play along. Come on, darling. Being exceedingly gentle. Let's get to know each other better, or worse, if you prefer. I'll start. I was born, I moved here, and now I'm sat in this cramped little stool talking to someone who has a very colourful background. How do you know about my background? I know a lot, darling. Most of what I know, I keep to myself. This has been delightful, and I mean, it's refreshing to have repartee with someone who can keep up. Chin chin. Sure. Let's see if we can get any other references. Absolutely adore an evening prayer. There are a few others I enjoy, but a great deal more I detest. Why do you ask? I guess it's my job. Very good. I'm glad we have this discussion. Now we don't have to do it again. I mean, do you want another drink? I guess not. Have clues. No. We'd have to discern them this evening, wouldn't we? Seems like you know things. Did you hear about the girl that got murdered? Dead woman. I knew of her. It's quite unavoidable when you're in company of Alina Dragos, especially when she's had a few drinks. How come? I could bore you with a long-winded stories about Alina's infamous drunken rants, but why would I deny you the pleasure of experiencing them firsthand? You certainly seem to be well placed to engineer such a rant once again. Just give me a warning before you do, so I may cover my ears this time. Sure, I'll try. I guess we can say ta-ta for now. I'm sure you do. Let's ply her full of liquor, shall we? What does a girl need to get to a drink around here? Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. You single? Risk what brings you to Speakeasy, friends, hobbies, job. Let's start with the nightcap. What do you think to this place? Pleasant crowd, mostly. There are a few people here I'm not on great terms with, but it's a bar, so that's to be expected. Who are you in trouble with? I'd rather not get into it, honestly. I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. Do you? Who? It's going to be Peter, isn't it? Peter's a pussycat. You just got to give him a saucer of milk and stroke his fur. And by that, I mean give him hard liquor and don't owe his boss anyway. It's my experience, at least. Maria's too. How do you know Peter? I mean, how does someone like me know Peter? He's been to other speakeasies, and when he's not collecting money, he's a sweetie. Really? Also, that's got a little star next to it now. So, you brought up speakeasies. Can't expect a girl to spill all her secrets without loosening her lips a little first, with some chat. Maybe a couple of compliments about my lovely new earrings and a few drinks. Let's get you drunk then. Let's catch up on all the gossip. I guess I can't make another drink, so... I mean, have you got any other preferences? Favorite has to be the poison drop. Nothing tops that one. That's very specific. Hey, if you don't tell people exactly what you like, how will you ever get them get what you want? That's a good point. It's better than Maria's anyway. The woman likes tomato in her drinks. It's indecent. Let's catch up. Oh, there's a risk there. Customers is not at the correct intoxication level. Whereas that star, the sun means that was right on the money? Maybe? People you came here with. You know, I don't particularly like the nouveau riche, or the old riche. Killian is a sweet but painfully innocent. Wendy has her moments. The only person I really want around me is Maria. What's so good about Maria? She's just the most down-to-earth person. I've known her for like most of my life. The others, though? And why do you socialize with them then? Because they're useful. Wealthy don't see us as people, we're tools. So I've sort of adopted that mindset. But you're rich. Not getting it. I was born poor. That stain stays with you. For Killian, he was born middle class, so he's closer to home. I might be wealthy now, but it didn't come into money through gem mining or property or an aristocratic aunt. Gambling. My father has money now, but all that means is that he has more to lose, and gamblers always lose at the end. If I don't ingratiate myself with these people, maybe even shack up with one of them, I'll have nothing again. I'll be nothing to them. In the grand scheme, I'm a blip, a momentary fleeting thing in these people's lives. I've got to hook them in, get them invested, and eventually probably marry one if I want to keep this lifestyle. Just wish I could, I don't know, trust them a bit more. Some of them are decent, I think, but I know where I came from, and I know I won't go back. That is, has to be my focus. Sounds like a plan, at least. A chess player, planning ahead is what I do. Still, seems a bit cynical. You mean pragmatic? Seeing how quickly people changed the way they treated me the moment I got money left me a little jaded, I suppose. On good days, I think my new friends aren't like that, but better than that. Wendy and Killian might have been more to them if I admit. But I still don't trust them yet. Okay, Star's good, I guess. Let's talk about Maria then. What about us? Two dating? Maria, no, we're close. I must have been mistaken then. I get that a lot. Alina is blushing. This topic seems to be something she wouldn't discuss unless she really trusts you. Okay. I should get going. Alright, see you later. Yeah, so we burnt out all her options as well. What can we ask you? I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle in here. What's the subject of the day? Let's get straight to it. The victim? A little. I saw her at the Hotel Jubilee a while ago. I saw her, greeted her, and she threw up all over my new suit. I helped her get a radio cab home. She was drunk then. Yeah, she was a bit of a mess. My father always said loose women of meager means lack the ability to handle alcohol with grace like more refined ladies. You know she's dead, right? Yes, Selena told me this morning. I was rather sad, but more in that fleeting, oh, maybe I'll die one day sort of way. I didn't really know her, so... I mean, we could correct him. Well, you will die one day. Is that a threat? Just a fact. It's not a nice thing to say, is it? I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle. Okay, well, that didn't affect that. So, Alina? I mean, it's a lot of fun to be around. She's like summer sun bursting through the clouds. Poetic. Very bubbly. Funny that someone like her can come from such a poor family. Lots of personality. Sometimes that what comes out of her mouth sounds like an intellectual gibberish to me, but even the most frivolous words are kissed on the way out by those heavenly lips. Have you actually got a preference? Something that can get me drunk without it feeling like I'm drinking alcohol. So, sugary drinks then. I love the light, sugary stuff. Your mint punch fits the bill. Got it. On the subject of drinks. It's something to do. Nights are boring without parties. That's it, really. Seems to be hiding something. Perhaps serving him enough alcohol will make him talk. Understood. Right. Well, you know what? I guess we call it there. And I guess we ring the bell as well. Have fun. Ta-ta! Right. Unless there's anything else we can get out of Moody over here. Well, it looks like, well, look who's still open. Dwindling light of the night. So between us, I assume you never went legit. Let's see if we can get anything on his drink. Something pure like vodka. Okay. Anything else? Coffee helps. Keeps me sharp in the wee hours. Work late? You know it. Nothing happens in the morning, so best sleep through it. I get a lot of more done while everyone else is asleep and out of my way. Despite the name, a cold winter usually keeps me warm during those long nights. Not a bad game. You always struggle with that much dialogue, though. Well, presumably you're not saying it all aloud, so you can maybe skip through. Like, I will say some games like this, certainly ones that have like this detective motif about them, some could and do sometimes have like the highlighted text for like the important things. So those that don't want to go through the block of text, they can pick out the important bits very quickly. But at the end of the day, it's a visual novel, right? It is literally just reading, like from stuff like you know, Doki Doki Literature Club, you know, all the weird Japanese ones and things like that. At the end of the day, all it is read the dialogue, soak in the story, and then there's some mechanical stuff. Like, really, all we've got is the mixing drinks thing, which we've screwed up once, but that's about it. Our criminal past member. We've only got one question with him, though. The victim. Let's go with criminal past. Let's both assume I'm not in the mood for the conversation right now. Ask me again when your words are as sweet as the booze. Well, I won't go home. Okay, will do. Right, you're off. Right, ring the bell. Oh, so now we get to put some clues together, right? Potential patrons. Confirmed that he saw several of more customers at Oil Drop. Can we connect that? No. Yeah, so I guess we don't have any clues this evening. No, it was a cat sprawled out on the step. Who's our first customer of the day? Oh, the detective's back. Constable Hugo Mertens marches down the steps to the bar, his hands deep in his pockets as he inspects the other guests with confusion. For a moment, he makes his way over to you and pulls over a chair and sits slightly too close. Constable? Barkeep? Seems like business is booming. I mean, like, it seems like the thing they do round here. Like, another speakeasy had a corpse outside it. You know, we're just following the trends. Never thought a life of crime would be this social for you. This is my job. These patrons could pass for respectable. Maybe they are. They're good people, mostly. Yes, well, I just wanted to check how much you know about these supposed good people. Someone on this street knew her. Use that knowledge to your benefit. If you have anything worth sharing with me, I'll be staying here for a while. Hoping you're not about to present him with new clue. Using clues on a detective like Hugo will never consume actions. So make sure to show him anything interesting for... well, we have some names, right? Potential patrons. So, Alina Dragos, Killian Durand, and Elliot Lynn are all frequented the last drop around the time before Natalia Reed was murdered. You say you got this information from Peter Wagner? Mr. Wagner is well known around multiple police stations throughout Bukovi. And the only reason he knew all of this was because he was president at the time as well. So let's add him to our little list of suspects, shall we? So what happens now? Now that I know I'm not wasting my time with you, the next step would be figuring out which one of these four might be a killer. Hugo pulls out 2 photographs from his coat and hands them over. First one shows an ornate decorated lighter lying on the pavement. Second one is a nasty looking syringe. It's empty. Small bits of blood can be seen around the needle. These two items were found at the crime scene. Check around to see what they mean to our suspects. Any more questions? The murder weapon is peculiar and devious. Some sort of lethal toxin. Back before the Prohibition, it was slipped into drinks. But since then, most of the victims have been found with puncture mark from this needle. Correct. Try to see if it's a special type that's used, but unfortunately this one is available at any pharmacy. Doesn't help that it's basically the industry standard for any medical professional in SAR either. Whatever the nature of the toxin, wasn't fast. Perhaps the killer wants to watch the victims suffer a bit before they die. Victims had different puncture wounds, arms, legs, but in this case it was the back of the neck. So the perpetrator attacked from the rear. Test that they ran so far is currently inconclusive, damn it. This was the back in Belgium? I'd know how to find better toxicologists. You know any toxins that have these effects? Many simple chemicals can be lethal when injected. The perpetrator has chosen a cruel implement to achieve his goals, and making the apprehension of this villain my sole mission. We'll stop him. The lighter. It was close to the body. It's quite ornate. In this pattern on it, metal flowers skirting the edges. I asked around a few tobacco shops. Always got the same answer. This one's a custom made. We might guess the killer is a smoker. Only a few million those. Yes, that doesn't narrow the field too much. Alright. Well, I mean, Pretty Boy here is the son of a doctor and probably could afford a custom lighter. Right? I think it's pointing towards him. Good. One last thing. Hand over your notebook. Pulls a pencil from his pocket and quickly adds a new section to the back. After looking at it over it one last time, he hands it back. I added some questions I need answers to when reporting my findings about this case. Detectives at the station use this method to put together a case. I intend to do the same. First, we need a suspect to investigate. We narrowed it down to 4 people already, but given we're working with a serial killer, we can only get a warrant for 1. After this, we need solid evidence to confront them with. 2 things I need answered are: what's the motive? What evidence proves the killer was present at the time of Natalia's death? Find clues that answer these 2 questions for any of the suspects. Assign them in the section I added and hand over the notebook so we can review your findings. You can only submit 1 suspect, so you'll have to be sure. You should also consider evidence that might clear a suspect. That'd be enough to convict? On its own, no. But it's much easier to get a confession when you're presenting solid evidence. From there, it becomes a lot easier to arrest someone. Don't make me regret my choices here. I trust you with enough information to get me in an uncomfortable position. Let me down and I'll make sure things become very uncomfortable for you. Got it? Hugo's just added a brand new case tab to our notebook. I click that and find it. Yes. Motive, evidence, and defense. This case, you'll find an overview of the suspects in the case. This case displays clues like the suspect's motive, evidence. Once you're confident you know who the culprit is, you can press Submit Case button at the bottom of the page. Doing this will summon Hugo, who will review the details of the case and look at the evidence. Now, exit. If you're already in conversation with Hugo, like you are now, you can also press this button to submit to your case. Oh, okay. Once you submit a culprit, your answer can no longer be changed. You only get one shot. Submit your case before the deadline has passed. Hugo will leave to present your case to his superior and won't return until the final day. It's up to you to find the evidence on all the suspects and figure out who's innocent and who's guilty. Their fate lies in your hands. Good luck, bartender. I feel like just call us Mick Gordon. Like we play kick-ass thrash metal, but it's also mixed drinks, and we're Gordon free. You know what? I'm still workshopping it. More questions to answer. Preferences. No, Peter. Why are you doing a detective's job? Let's get his drink preferences. Something with coffee. Why? It's my job to know. I suppose it is. Do you memorize everyone's favorite drink? No, it appears in a pop-up for me. I try. It's an admirable goal, but let's not get too clumsy. If you want to scribble this in your little notebook, like anything with coffee, because we drink a lot in Belgium, reminds me of home. Well, I just presumed as a cop, coffee was the go-to, which is why we gave him a coffee drink. Right, well, you go and sit down, will you? Where's he? Oh, he's sitting over there. Alright. Well, I guess the priest's back. Do we have to get him all liquored up again? We have 3 of our 4 suspects here. Like, the obvious one is him. But honestly, like, from the little cutscene we had, the concealed identity and things like that, honestly, my first instinct was, like, it did look like almost, feminine silhouette, though big coat, hat to try and disguise that. And we've only got one woman in the mix. So, who knows? But that feels like a good place to leave this for the day. We've opened up the case. We've got our list of suspects for case number 1, right? And this is the same report, statement, press, Natalia Reid. Yes, so this is the same thing we read. So what's with the play button? Oh, it's the opening cutscene. It is. Also, they have an umbrella. Right, does anybody walk around with an umbrella? But yes. Using of drugs and fancy lighter, like, as I said, evidence-wise, the most obvious suspect would be the son of a doctor here that has money. Not filthy rich, but we just need to see if he's a smoker. But like I said, yeah, that feels like a good spot to, I guess, throw a save in, sure. And hop on back. And no dead cat on the doorstep either. So that was best served cold.